everyone, it's Dawn and welcome back. Now I'm going to be using my square template set again to make another product for you. And we're going to use square number 1. In this case it's an 8x8. You can use any size you like. You can cut your own templates to any size you like. They'll work just the same. And I'm going to use what I'm calling mat 2, which in this case is about 5.5 inch square. And we are going to use those two to make this cute little box. Now I won't show you how I decorated it because I guess it's fairly self-explanatory. And what it is, it's just a little hinged box. Once you make it up, it's about 6x6. And it opens up like that. And the hinge, the box and the lid stay together. So you don't have to worry about losing the lid. And as I say, I'm not going to do this bit, pardon me, I'm not going to do this bit because it's just basic matting and layering, and this is just a case of making flowers and adding your own embellishments. But today I'm just going to show you how to make the basic box, and when I'm done I'll show you the two together. And so I'm going to put that one up there, and we are going to need a scoreboard, which I've got down by my side here. Here we go. And you will need 2 pieces of the largest one that you're using, and you do need to score them. If I move that up there you might see it. That's fantastic. And you do need to score them at 1 inch. Score it, so there, come down 1 inch and score like that. Turn it round, put your tool in there and score, and then you rotate it. And I have actually done this, but this is just to show you. And you score like that, turn it round, and you score it all the way around at 1 inch. And you do that with both pieces. So that's all we're going to see at the scoreboard today. So I'm going to put that on the floor out the way, and hope to goodness it doesn't fall over. And we'll bring our bits back again, and I'm just going to show you how we finish this off. And we have got here my scissors. And what we're going to do, I've done 2 because this is done in exactly the same way. What you do is you take your scissors, or you can use a craft knife if you wish, and you just cut up to that score line there, like that. I'll do that again. You cut up to that score line there. Don't know if you can see the score line on camera, but you can see it when you're doing it, certainly. And then what you do is you angle it in just a little bit, and you cut a wedge out of it like that, so that you've just got a little notch. And the reason we do that, I'll do that to this side as well. The reason we do that is so that when we put the box together, the sides will sit flat. And then what we do, the next piece, our second piece, I've done one little corner for you there, and I'm going to do the second piece in exactly the same way. So once more, we're going to cut up to that first score line there, or the score line. And on our tabs, these little bits at the end are called tabs, we're going to cut them out like that, and just take the tab out. If it doesn't quite come out, just give it a gentle tug. And now on these sides, the other 2 sides, we're going to spin it round, and these are slightly different. What we do with these is we cut the tabs off completely, and you'll see why as we put the box together, which is what we're going to be doing next. So we just cut those tabs off all together, but we do leave the long flap, otherwise we'll be in big trouble. So just cut off those tabs all together. Now this is quite thick card, so I've got my hot glue gun warming away at the side here, and it should be done by now. And we're going to bring in the base. We'll deal with the lid in a minute. And we're going to bring in the base, and what we do is we fold and burnish all of our fold lines and our score lines. So we just keep doing that, and the little tabs as well, they need to be folded in. And what we're going to do, as I say, this is quite stiff card, so I've got my glue gun. Oh, it's nice and hot now, wonderful. And if you've watched me before, you'll know that I've got a new glue gun, or you'll notice I've got a glue gun. This is a Stix 2 glue gun. I've usually used the Sizzix in the past, but my Sizzix one finally gave up the ghost. And what we do is we bring the 2 up together and we pinch. And the good thing about using a hot glue gun is the thing sticks instantly, so you don't have to wait for it to dry. So again, I'll show you on all 4 sides. So we're going to take this nice and slowly, especially if you've never made a box before. This is the box for you because it's very easy. So we put it round, line it up, line the fold up with your tab, and give it a good push. Now we're going to turn it round again, and we're going to do the other side. It's all right, I was just checking my camera to see that we can still see. So just a blob of glue. I do like this new, today is the first time I've used this glue gun, and it really is good. I'm really pleased with it. And so we're going to do that just one more time, obviously, on that other one. But do watch if you've never used a glue gun before, or you're new to crafting, for goodness sake, watch your fingers, because if you burn yourself, trust me, it hurts. Take it from one who's done it. And there is your box, or your box base, all lined up, ready to go. So we're going to take that away for a minute, and then we're going to bring in what is going to be our lid. And again, we are going to fold and burnish all of our scores, like that. But what we are going to do, there was something I should have done before I came on, and I forgot to do it, but it doesn't matter. We'll do it a different way. That's no problem at all. So what we're going to do, we're going to get that out of the way for a start, and we're going to, once again, we are going to put glue on our tabs. Now if you're used to using tacky glue or a flat glue, you might be used to doing this where you put the glue on both tabs together. Now if you're using hot glue, don't do that. I'd recommend you don't do that, because one might dry before you do the other one. So just do, if you're using hot glue, and hot glue is stronger by the way, so if you're making, depending on what you're going to put in your box, I'd recommend hot glue. I know not everybody does, but that's just personal choice. But I like it. And you do that. Now at this point, what I would have done, I would have got my paper punch to make a finger lift, but I forgot to take it out. So that's alright. If you're as absent-minded as I am, and you forget, don't worry about it. You can still do that. Just take your scissors, make a mark where you want your finger lift to be, and cut yourself a little arch. I'll try and do this on camera. Like that. Just use the scissors and cut round like that, and cut yourself a little arch, and you'll be absolutely fine, and no one will ever know that you didn't get your finger punch out. That's not quite central, but good enough. Now what we're going to do now, we're going to fold this piece back, and we don't need the glue gun anymore, but what we do need to do, we need some double-sided tape, because that's what we're going to use to stick our hinge on with. So line it up with your hinge, what will be your hinge, and take it off, like that, obviously. And then obviously all we do is we take the backing paper off as normal, and then we take it, because this is a square box, obviously the sides are all the same, so it doesn't matter what side you stick it to. But when you stick it, make sure that fold line is just above, you stick it just above, so this fold line comes just above your box. Don't put it on the fold, just put it slightly above, and then all you do is you bring it down like that. As it's a new box, you may have to wiggle it a bit, and that will go in like that. Just push in your sides and it will sit straight eventually. So there we go, there is your box. And then once you've finished putting your box together, of course, you can decorate it any way you like. And I use my mat too, my 5.5 by 5.5, to make that mat. I glued it down with flat glue, and I decorated it like that. And you can do exactly the same. So there is our two boxes, one that's plain and one that's decorated. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and found it useful. And if you're enjoying these videos, please do hit the like button and subscribe down below so that you never miss a video. There's lots more to see, including our holiday coming up, our paint and crafting holiday coming up very soon, middle of March. So do stick around for that, because it's going to be fun. So do take care, stay safe, thank you for watching, and happy crafting. Bye bye for now.